Goaltenders. On the far side, the charge. James in the slot. Shot from the far side, saved by Hamrick. Towards center ice. A bit of a kick around. It's loose and makes its way inside the Knights zone. Alec James takes a bump. It goes all the way down to Guimont. From the back wall, a backhander. Will go to McNeil. Jedediah McNeil alongside Aiden Blondell, the elite call-ups for today's game. They got their solo laps earlier in warm-ups, and Alec James gives it a try after returning from NCDC action. His shot hits the side of the net, gets it back, and goes to the back wall. Gets some help along the boards, but McNamara steers it right back. Tip shot, it's a high stick, and that'll stop. Dumped into the side of the Bearcats. Dunn can, in fact, get it out of the zone, and he crosses this to the middle of the ice for a chance. Offside! Johnson jumped the gun. Loops around to the far side. Looks for somewhere to go, wants to cross the ice, passes taken away. Nearly hit hard on the play for the Knights. Looked to be, I believe that was Owen Scott, that it was. Scott looks to play this on the boards. It's another clear, right to Shirley. Down to Guimont. Looped around by Duccini. Far side is where this play resides for the Knights. A bouncer poked away to center ice and brought to the near. Ripped away. On the move for the Knights will be James. Crossing, stoppage. Shove onto the body of Krecker. Uh-oh, man down, get back up. Couple Knights youth members in the crowd as well, up above where the Bearcats defensive zone is. A chance on the offense for the Bearcats could be unfolding as Caleb Bauer was able to steal it away inside the offensive zone. A backhander on the blue line sets up for a shot. That goes wide of the net. No one there on the rebound. James tries to go through the corner. Up high. That is going to be going all the way down. No icing will be called as beating the play for the Knights was Lavoie. Lavoie to the corner. Man at the blue line waiting, wants to go slot instead. James with the turnaround shot saved by Hamrick. A stoppage. Wilkes-Barre Scranton Knights Premier team is going to have to get used to these more unusually scheduled games. It's a Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon back-to-back against the Bearcats Hockey Club. And then they do a Sunday, Monday next week against the PAL Junior Islanders. Towards the middle of the ice, this will be swung in. 7.5 minutes remain here in this first. Man down, sets up a chance for the Knights. James fires, misses wide and high. McNeil needs some help, gets it. A bit of trouble now for Gaetano. Good backhander. Thanks to the effort of James. Alec James all alone, gives it a try, backhand shot attempted, turned away by Hamrick. Hamrick back up as the play ends up. Blue line, a shot attempted is blocked. The chase down for Duccini. Duccini will be under pressure, good stop, rings it around the other way. Lavoie. Pressure on him on the boards as the hit's starting to come through from the Bearcats. As adding his name to the tally was Caleb Bauer. Now to the center of the ice. Knights still charging ahead with Lavoie. Loose puck, poked at, makes its way to the center. Dumped on in quickly. Gets blocked. A little bit of pressure for the Knights. They'll tip it away, but that hand is raised. Icing. Shot blocked. The rebound bounced away. And so down it goes. So the second pair for the Knights will be out of commission, but Kraus out of the game will not be suspended as we were suspecting. We were thinking it was going to be a fighting major, which is a DQ in the USPHL on both Kraus and Rasmus. That is not the case, but it is a major power play for the Knights. And the way that we like to go over, well, what happens in a major power play versus a minor, whether it's 0-1 or 47 goals, the 5 minutes must roll on in their entirety. To be served. All the way down to the Knights' side, trying to regroup on this major power play. Some confusion needed to be sorted out. Wilkes-Barre Scranton's Braxton Mayberry out of the box. A member of the Bearcats Hockey Club needs to go in. That is Jude Alvarez who goes in. One-timer attempted from the Knights, turned away. Retry by Duccini is blocked. Down low, turnaround, shot, save made. Another attempt, one-timer, Cavatayo deflected. Turned away. Inside the Bearcat zone, 43 seconds on the power play, it's Johnson. Johnson looking, goes to the middle. He's got help with him. Behind him is Frazier. Johnson all the way around the perimeter, bounces it off the back of the net. Knights get the immediate clear. The chase is on. Hamrick knows he'll be under pressure. Needs to choose well, he does. Frazier pulls, takes a bump in the arm and a bump on the stick. Backs it up, has some help behind him in David King. He'll go down low to Dunn. Johnson tries to bring it in. 8 seconds left here in the power play. Clear attempt from the Knights, that would be a high stick. Instead, it almost turns into a one-on-one for Alec James. He can't hold it. David King stalls out the time. Up high, that's off the top of the glass, and gloved down by Duccini. A backhander. Clear attempt, needs a second try, but he makes it happen. To the middle of the ice, Stasic with a 2-on-0. Has some help with James. Crosses back, a shot! Save made by Hamrick. The rebound goes into the back of the net, and the play rolls on since they set it free. Towards the blue line was the intent for James. Off the referee, to the top. Keeping it in play is Blondell. Shot turned away. The breakaway attempt is turned away by McNeil. Hand defensive zone. Man down, Mayberry loses. Blows a tire and goes down. Knights will continue the offensive aggression until the play makes its way out to Derek Johnson. Johnson trying to sneak his way through. A poke check. His Nats get their first goal of the game with 7:12 left in the second. Some Bearcats fans believe there should have been goaltender interference on a play that sent Hamrick down to the ice. Instead, it's a Johnson shot that's blocked here on the near side. Down low, shot attempt gets deflected off a leg of the Knights and to the back wall. Little bump by Tremblay. Right, that's Di Gaetano. Out of the zone. Over to King. Carries it in. Guimont leaves it behind. 6:20 left here in the second. Getting down on one knee was Alec James to try and stop that puck. Did so, but had to give it away. To Guimont. He backhands it right into a Bearcats stick. Bearcat having trouble, though. That is Caleb Bauer. Caleb Bauer losing a skate blade on that play will limp his way to the bench as this one goes. Saw Caleb Kraus get ejected from the game on a game misconduct. Alec James down low. They want to go back to the blue line. They've got a man there who takes the shot. Loose. To the blue line. Mayberry to Rasmus. Lane's open. Tries it. Save made. Rebound right back to Rasmus. He'll bounce it off the boards towards Mayberry. To the corner. Looking to poke it along and keep the play alive is Scott. He's stuck in a board battle. Joining him is James. A 2-on-2. Still loose into the bodies. And Scott is really trying to get that stick out. Finally does. The players are free. A shove to the top. Rasmus crossing to Mayberry. Needs to step up and try and poke it. He missed the poke. Way down the ice. This one will go right to Guimond. Rasmus does not want this play to end. He wants to keep it alive and rolling. 1:48 remaining here in the second period. A bit of trouble as it's a backhand by Lavoie to clear. Right back in. Lavoie to center ice. Shakes off a bump. Johnson unable to steal the puck away. James to center ice for Mayberry. Ripped in on net. Hamrick. Carried on into the Bearcat zone. It's poked away. A poke check sets it clear. Back in for James. He waits, drops it off. So the first couple minutes of this third period see both teams pick up a goal as it's back to James. Pulled in, trying to carry his way through, unsuccessful on the adventure. That was Di Gaetano. It's Kreitis trying a shot. It's blocked. No one can find it. Loose on the near side boards. James receives and goes down the ice. Pass to the far side. Drop back. Shot on the way. Off the post. Stays out. Retry. Tipped wide on a block. Now on the move is Ross. Ross with one in Kreitis. Ripped away. This one will go down the middle. And stuck on the boards. A little bump into the boards. Sent towards the middle of the ice. A cut. Dropped on back by James. Stolen away, but it's off a skate of Dunn. So the Bearcats lose some time on the charge. Cardarella crossing. Looked for Johnson. Couldn't find him. Shot on the way from the blue line. Misses wide. Cornette tries it. Misses. Shot on the way, and it's saved by Hamrick. That did. Shot on the way, and Scott really get into it with the man he faces at the dot. It's won by the Knights. Towards the top. So Scott on borrowed hardware, trying to not get it broken. So far it's, I mean, the stick looks like it's fine. It might be a little bent, but nothing a little flex doesn't hurt. We'll go inside the Knights zone. It's flung back off the back wall for Wilkes-Barre Scranton. I think. I mean, these two teams are getting very acclimated to each other after being part of, wait for it, different divisions. And after this week, probably will never see each other again. At least until next year. Down low. A poke check. Clears it. Oh, and Scott will head off the ice. Some would say finally. Near side. Loose to Dunn. Set free, a little bit of a push. And this goes on down to the Knights zone. They'll quickly go to Mayberry. Mayberry. 3 minutes on the clock. Another save by Hamrick. Getting peppered all game long. Shots are 47-16. That's a bit of a scrum there in the corner. Hello, jeez. Face-off goes down. We're in the final 2:40 of this contest. Trying to hold on to the lead are the Knights. This one will be carried inside their own zone. Rung around by Duccini. To the middle. Towards the blue line, trying to carry that out. Good little steal here by Johnson. Johnson tries to make a move, looks for a second, denied. Right back into the Bearcat zone around the boards goes Tremblay. To the top, a shot, and wide of the nets. Nice little hit. Sees his play bring a penalty against the Bearcats. And this should not be able to stop the play. Knights get to it. Keep the play alive as the extra skater's on. James tip shot wide. Rebound goes to the Knights. Back up top. Reset. Minute 28. A shot. A save. Score!